Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're going to pick up where we left off last time. We're doing hepatorenal syndrome. I touched upon the pathogenesis of hepatorenal syndrome last time. So I'm just going to quickly recap that so that we can go ahead and talk about the diagnosis. I touched upon the management as well, but I just do want to touch upon the diagnosis a little bit. So we started with, I'm sorry about that. We started with ascites, right? And splanchnic vasodilation that causes decrease in renal perfusion, and that leads to activation of ROS, right? And then that causes an increase in angiotensin 2, which then clamps down on renal vessels, and then that causes acute oliguric acute kidney injury. Now, how do we go about confirming and diagnosing hepatorenal syndrome, right? So the diagnosis, the first thing you have to do is something called a volume challenge, wherein if you infuse 500 ml to 1 liter of normal saline / Ringer's lactate, and if there is an improvement in urine output, that means that you can rule out hepatorenal syndrome. If there is an improvement in the urine output, it just means that this is a case of prerenal acute kidney injury, or like an intravascular an intravascular volume depletion, right? So that's the case. So it doesn't improve, right? Then that's going to be hepatorenal syndrome. So no improvement, right? That's one. So the second one, let me just change the color. It's going to present with diuretic resistant ascites. The third thing is that it's going to have labs that are consistent with prerenal acute kidney injury, right? So what you're going to see is a pancreatinine ratio of more than 20, FeNA less than 1%, and that kind of thing. So this is pretty much how you diagnose a case of hepatorenal syndrome. I spoke about the management last time. We spoke about octreotide and midodrine, norepinephrine, so anything that causes splanchnic vasoconstriction, and then also IV albumin. Right, so these are the management options, which I think I explained quite well in the previous video. Feel free to check that out, but this was mostly the going to be focused on the diagnosis of hepatorenal syndrome. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for listening. It's Diwali today. I'm recording this on Diwali day, so for those of you celebrating, and even those of you not celebrating, happy Diwali to you. It is an Indian festival that's pretty much the worship of the goddess that gives wealth, so you might want to pray. A happy Diwali. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Toodles.